Alrighty, guys, we are back for hole number 8 of the Masters tournament. Let me just take a look at my bag, the way that I got it going here. One thing I want to do is I do want to get Nirvana back on, and I did forget that last hole. Not a big deal because we weren't in the rough, but would have came in handy on, like I said, 5 and 6. No real value in having the longest rough iron anymore, except maybe hole 9. It could come in handy again on 9, but just in case I hit the rough here, it'd be nice to have Nirvana just as kind of a potential hole out, since it actually has some precision, especially if it's up by the green in the rough. But we are going to set up our bag more towards sniper here. Of course, we're going to put a pock back on because it has more curl. So I definitely think that you want to do that. Use something with some curl. Here's Kingmaker, Katana. Either way, I think you're going to kind of short side yourself, make it very hard to get this one. Like I mentioned, if you're not going for the green here, over straight at the hole, you're really in for a brutal hole. And I know a Pak 4, it's not going to make it. Of course, I want to make sure that I don't hit the tree limbs and also hit it out of bounds short, for example. But notice I'm keeping the thorn on. I'm going to switch from backbone. Saturn will be a nice safety net to have. And I'm probably going to go at this with a Titan because I don't expect to make it anyway. So what's an extra 2 miles per hour that I need to play on the wind when I'm probably not holding it out either way? So that's kind of the logic behind this one. Of course, it is holdable though. Like, it can happen. Like I said, you got to get it up to the bend up here. So there's kind of 2 ways that you can approach it. The way that I'm going to kind of do it here is probably more like this. I'm just going to kind of, just ever so slightly softly curl it and just try to get it right up in, let me point to where I'm trying to get it. Like, this is your target, right up in there. And as soon as it starts to bend around that corner, that's when you're in max thorn distance. So, I'm not going to do too much to make this happen. I don't think it requires a lot to make this happen. So I just want you guys to, just kind of more safely bring this out. And you can see I'm not even really powering this up very much at all. I don't think it really requires it. And there you're seeing, this is one of the main reasons that you're seeing me play very cautiously. Is because of the fact that I wanted to avoid hitting that rough. I wanted it to hop on the fairway, and that's why I was trying to avoid power altogether. And as you can see, still messed it up. But like I said, the approach here is just going for the green. I know I'm playing a recording now. I'm interested as to why this guy's playing it over like this. Like, you can just go globe at the green. It's the way to go. His wind would probably be 18 miles per hour or something crazy. It'll give you a real nice chance to get your eagle here. And like I said, you just want to be real cautious with this drive. You don't need to really do too much. As you can see, even myself did too much. Like, I was just trying to hit kind of the left right before it hit there, and then I just clipped the rough there, just getting a little too aggressive. Technically still holdable. As you can see, I'm kind of towards max sand lizard here. Let's just, for the fun, try to set this up. So first, I'm trying to visualize just kind of, hitting this fringe bounce here. It's kind of my target line. I'm going to play it more 2 per ring or 1.5, so maybe like 9 rings. I'm just trying to visualize that spot more than anything. Maybe do it with just a touch of curl as well. There we're seeing perfect ball come up, shoot through here. Almost got the fringe. Whew, that was tight. That was tight. Had a chance. I gave it a pretty valiant effort there to kind of shoot that gap, and if it would have hit that fringe, it would have took a little bit different hop. It looks like it just hit that green surface. And but as you see, you know, you can kind of safely just, I mean, ideally you want to hit it to thorn range and then play it off this. I was thinking about going for the dunk, but in Masters I just think it's a little too hard. So what I recommend is playing it off that fringe, kind of where he's aiming, but with thorn it's even easier. When you aim at that fringe, and one of the things that I just want to touch on, since I didn't actually get to hit a thorn shot here, but I just want to touch on for you guys is, you know, you're hitting to an uphill elevated green. So, you know, if I'm at max club, which is usually like 1.87-ish for a thorn, I'm going to play it more spot up 2 per ring because it's uphill. So just a little tip for you guys. You know, add an extra 5% for the uphill, whatever that equates to, 5, 8, 7%. That's pretty much the aim that I go for. And also, you know, keep in mind that you're playing a crosswind, so you also need some kind of curl or side spin. Know that when the actual ball comes in, it's going to swing much more left than what you see on the ball guide. So, and you have to worry about, you know, doing an extra ring when you're aiming at a target like the fringe, for example. You probably don't want to go an extra ring because it can be the difference between you missing the fringe altogether. And so you probably want to avoid trying to do that. And you probably want to do it with some kind of side spin or curl. And before you set up, just make sure that you're to the right of the hole, wherever your line is. Make sure that it's like, you know, a yard or 2 right of the hole, and then do your adjustment. And if you're at max distance, like I said, play it 2. If you're at mid distance, play it 3 per ring. If you're at min distance, play it 4 per ring. So just all depends where you fall. I'm assuming if you don't go aggressive and you just kind of do what I did, but hit the fairway with your drive as opposed to launching it into the rough. And like I said, you know, I didn't do too much there spin-wise, so I'm assuming, you know, it would have worked out had I hit the actual fairway, which would, you saw what I was trying to do there with the curl. I was trying to aim to the left and then just curl it over that a little bit. And, you know, your best bet might just do just a little bit more than what I did to be able to put it in that nice little gully there for a thorn pitch. And use that shot advice, and I think you might be able to get that one. So good luck out there, and look forward to my hole 9. That'll be the last hole that I set up for you guys. So good luck with your rounds, and I'll see you guys on the next one.